Ahoy, it's Ryan, and I'm back with some more talk about how you can develop this business model around the business idea that you have. To recap, we talked about our value proposition, which is the problem that you solve and a need that you fulfill, and how we have to find the customer segments that would be interested in those problems to be solved or those needs to be met in order to connect your product and service with your customers. You have to have channels, and those channels are either physical or digital, and they connect your product, service, or technology with your customer. But that's not enough. You have to get, keep, and grow the relationship with your customer so that they keep coming back for more. And those are the different relationships that you build. These four components: the value proposition, your customers, your channels, and the relationships and how you build it. Think of that as like the front stage of your business. This is what people see. But there's one other element that we now have to consider, and that is, what is the revenue model? It is basically the glue that holds together this front side of the equation, the front stage of your business. Because you have to answer the question, how are you going to make money? Now, the simple answer might be, I'm going to sell my product or sell my service or sell my technology. But we have to think more than that. And we have to be very specific, almost granular. So how are you going to make money from your customer segments? Because those are the individuals that are going to be paying you. And if you think about it, at the end of the day, people are paying you to solve a problem that they have or to fulfill a need that they have. And so this is a time to go back to your customers and think, how are you going to make money from them? What is the value that you're creating? This is what your customers are paying for. And so you want to think about not a product, service, or technology, but what does that do? That is what they're going to pay for. That is the value that they are going for. Now, at a high level, so your strategy for how you are going to have a revenue model could be either direct to consumer, like a Shopify store or something where you're selling direct. Maybe it's a business to consumer where you're literally connecting directly with the consumer, but through a business. It could be an affiliate relationship to where maybe you are procuring the best books and you're using Amazon affiliate relationship to actually sell them. Or it could be a business to business. Maybe you're selling not to the consumer, but you're selling to a business who then takes and resells your product to a consumer. So when somebody asks you about your revenue model, you can think about how you're actually delivering these products. Is it directly to the consumer? Is it to a business? Is it through an affiliate relationship? These are things that you want to think about. And you don't want to be all of them. You want to choose the ones that make sense for your customer and for your strategy as you're developing it. This is also a time to start thinking about your pricing strategy. Like, how are you going to actually price it? Are you going to sell your products in bulk? Are you going to do a monthly subscription? Are you going to charge them upfront fees? Is this going to be a freemium model where they get it for free and then they have in-app purchases or different opportunities for them to increase the product level of which then they have to pay for? Is this going to be something that they subscribe to? And how much? 99 cents a month, $9.99 a month, $99 a month? Is this something that you want to bill them annually because you find that your customers just like to scratch one check or make one payment and then not worry about it? Or is the smaller monthly payments easier? Now, the reality is that you have to take your best guess. Then you have to ask people what they think about it, particularly your customer segments. So think about that price tag. Think about the experience of how people are going to be purchasing your product. This could even be along the lines of how you take payment. Do you take Venmo? Do you take Zelle? Do you want to do it through a credit card? Do you want to have PayPal? There's a lot of things to consider, but this all falls under your revenue model. How are you getting in? Like what channels is it that you're using? to get it in front of people to allow them to purchase your product, your service, or your technology. All right. So this is coming together. This is all the front stage of your business. You have the problem that you're solving, which is your value proposition. And then you have your customer segments, which you have to consider because those have to be a product market fit. And in order for your product to get to the customers, you have to have channels, physical or digital. Then you have to create relationships to keep them coming back to keep and grow your customers. And then you have to figure out a revenue model of how do they pay? What does the terms look like? Is it an upfront? Is it a subscription? Is it yearly? Is it just totally free? Are you using advertisements to get your money? You can be really creative about this. But the goal here is to make your best guess and check and test with the customers because they're the ones at the end of the day who are going to have to pay. And so thinking through how all of this works is a key part in developing your business model, your strategy, and this is going to help you to articulate why somebody should buy your product and also how that works. All right. Now, if you don't know where to start with this, that's okay. Think about different products, services, and technologies that you use and how that makes you feel, and try to see if you can come up with some comparisons. Do some research, find competitors and see how they are structured. There's a lot of information out there, but the goal here is to find an actual revenue model that works well with your customers because it's all about your customers. It's not about what you think. You have to take the guess, then you have to test. All right. Hope this is fun. It only gets harder, but nobody said it was easy. And when you learn these fundamentals, you can continue to use them for multiple ideas. This is the real deal here. All right. We'll see you in the next video.